Have you ever been in a conversation with a native English speaker and just felt lost? Like you're on the outside of an inside joke? Well, that feeling, it often comes from idioms, these funny little phrases that don't mean what they say at all. Today, we're going to let you in on the secret. We are going to break down 10 super common idioms that will totally change how you speak English. Probably the biggest hurdle for language learners is trying to translate everything word for word. I get it, it seems logical, but it just leads to a ton of confusion. So if you hear someone is in hot water, your brain might picture a nice warm bath, but you'd be way off. And that's exactly why understanding idioms is such a game changer. So what is the secret, right? What's the key to sounding less like you're reading from a textbook and more like a real natural speaker? It's all about mastering these idioms. And that's what we're going to do right here, right now. This is how you unlock that next level of fluency. I want you to think of idioms as kind of like the secret code of native speakers. They're everywhere, in movies, in work meetings, just chatting with friends. And once you start to get them, it's like a whole new world of meaning opens up in every single conversation. You'll finally feel like you're in on the secret. Okay, first up, let's talk business. The workplace. Using the right idioms in a professional setting can honestly make you sound so much more confident and clear, and totally in sync with your team. These are the phrases that'll really help you shine. This one is an absolute must-know for any kind of team project. Before you dive into the work, just saying, hey, let's make sure we're all on the same page, can save you so many headaches later on. It's just a simple, powerful way to get everyone aligned. Oh, I love this one. It's such a great way to give someone a compliment. When your colleague gives an amazing presentation or has a brilliant idea, telling them they hit the nail on the head is a fantastic way to say, wow, you got that exactly right. We've all been here, haven't we? This idiom just perfectly captures that sinking feeling when a plan falls apart. You've put in all this work and then, nope, you have to start all over again. It's frustrating for sure, but hey, it's a really common phrase. So after you've done your part of a task, this idiom is your best friend. It's a really clear professional way to show that you've handed things over. It's now up to the other person to make the next move. It signals a shift in responsibility without sounding pushy at all. Okay, this next one describes a pretty stressful situation. Being in hot water means you are in trouble with a capital T. It just paints a much more vivid picture than saying, he's in trouble. You can almost feel the heat from the boss's angry stare, right? All right, let's clock out of the office and get a little more casual, because idioms are just as important for connecting with friends and family. These next few are going to help you sound way more natural and relaxed in just your everyday normal conversations. You know that awkward silence when you walk into a room full of people you don't know? Well, the person who breaks the ice is the hero of that moment. They're the one who tells a joke or asks a question to get the conversation started and make everyone feel a little more comfortable. So, instead of saying something dramatic like, I'm so sick, you can try this much softer and, honestly, way more common phrase. Saying you're feeling under the weather is just a polite, gentle way to let people know you're not feeling 100%. When something is just super, super easy, you can say it was a piece of cake. Now, just a quick heads up, this one is very informal. It's perfect for telling your friend the test was no big deal, but probably not the best phrase to use in a big meeting with your boss.
This one is all about having a bit of friendly fun. Let's say you tell a crazy story and your friend totally believes you. You can let them off the hook by laughing and saying, hey, relax, I'm just pulling your leg. It's the perfect way to say, I'm just kidding.
So how often do you actually see a blue moon in the sky? Almost never, right? Exactly. This idiom is the perfect way to talk about something that happens very, very rarely. It just adds a nice, almost poetic touch to the idea of a special, infrequent event. So there you have it. 10 powerful idioms for your toolkit for both work and for play. But here's the deal. Just knowing them is only half the battle. The real magic, the real transformation, happens when you actually start using them. So what's the bottom line here? First, idioms are your secret weapon to sounding more fluent. Second, remember that context is everything. A phrase that works with your friends might not work with your boss. And most importantly, you've got to practice. Try to use one or two of these in a conversation this week. So I've got a question for you. Out of all the idioms we just talked about, which one are you most excited to try? Which one sounds like it would fit perfectly into your life right now? Think about it. See, I've given you the tools, I've given you the examples. Now it's really up to you to take it from here. The ball is in your court. Go out there, have some fun with it, and start sounding more like a native speaker today. You've got this.